Hello my wonderful friends, Magus with you again today. Did you enjoy my video, Primordial Magic Utterance? If you did, this is going to be kind of a follow-up to that, a wisdom that you can use with those spells. The thing you are looking for cannot be found in things. You can see, take for instance, a person that is very, very rich and has lots of things. You see some rich people that are very happy, and you see some rich people that are very sad, very unhappy. You can take poor people that have no things. Some of them are very happy, some of them are very sad, which tells us it's not things that make you happy or sad in this life. The thing we are looking for is inside of us. It is alignment. It is vibrational alignment that we are all looking for. It is being in our good, being happy, being in love, being at peace. You can have all the material things and not have peace in your mind and be in a living hell. Think about the things that you couldn't live without, you thought. Maybe it was a relationship, and now you take that relationship for granted. How about a car that it was your only dream and desire, and that excitement lasted for about 2 weeks, and then it's gone. We are looking for vibrational alignment. Last night, this message started to come to me. Is in the middle of the night. I'm running around in the woods like a wild animal, and I love it. There's a big full moon out, and I'm standing in a stream up to my ankles, and there's a moon and the silhouette of the pine trees, and there was an owl above my head. And I was just talking to him saying, hey, it's just us, man. And there was just all the snow around us, which makes that silence that you can't even describe unless you've been there. And then I was listening to the babble of the creek as I'm standing in it, and it was like a song. And then the more I listened, it was like a language, like the language of angels, and it was so beautiful and peaceful out, and it did not cost anything. It was found inside of me. This vibrational alignment cannot be found in churches or temples. It cannot be bought. Staring at the sun cannot get it to you. Eating mushrooms and taking drugs cannot get you the spiritual alignment. It can only come from realizing who God is and who we are, and coming in to that alignment with our good, with our God. I'm going to read to you from the Magi teachings of how to create magic in your world. It is called creating with word. We move the form with word, with vibration, with mental alignment. These 4 powers are the mental power concerned with forming. Number 1, temperance, self-restraint. Do not sin or think err. There's a couple ways we can approach this. One is do not sin or think err. So don't focus on the problem, but focusing on the solution. Don't focus on the lion illusion and form, but focus on spirit, on the highest truth. Another way we must come at this is removing the sin and error, passed down from generation to generation in the very DNA, in these light codes that were meant to be a good thing and can also be passed down. Sin and error. If your great-great-granddaddy was a lying thief, then those traits might be passed on to you. If your grandma was a whore, those traits can be passed down to you. You must cut those things out. As I've talked about before with evolution, you see it in the animals, like with animals as they're learning to find food sources, and once they learn that, it's encoded in them, and then they pass that to their offspring. Okay, so your grandparents may have learned some ways to survive that are not the highest ways, that are not the highest truth, that are not good, are not God. And it's passed down to you, and you almost think it's a part of you of how you can survive. So a lot of women use their bodies. Something that I found disturbing, I was watching an award ceremony, and there's a woman up there with no front of her dress whatsoever, and she's complaining that no one's looking at her mind. Okay, she's showing just body, but she wants you to look at her mind. And then another one comes up swinging on a stripper pole, twerking, saying, "Me too, me too." Okay, I understand that women should not be touched. Men, listen to me. Just because a woman wants to show her body does not mean you can touch it. And that's passed down from your generations. It's lust, it's perversion, it's using your position to take advantage of people, and it's wrong. And it's pitting man against woman. And that is a trick of the enemy, of the evil spirit, to get us fighting amongst each other instead of fighting against him. Instead of removing that evil spirit and coming together in power, we start fighting amongst each other, men and women, different countries, races, religions. We must come together, see who our true enemy is. It's not us, it's the evil spirit. It's hate, it's perversion, it's fear. We must come into the higher idea. So we're going to have to cut out sin and error from our life. So if you see something in you like that you know is not the highest good, not God, ask God to remove that. Don't try to cover it up. Don't try to hide it. Have it removed. Ask for forgiveness for it. Realize it's not serving you, and remove it from your life, and then replace it with the truth. Replace it with unconditional love, with the highest truth. Secondly, fortitude, strength in facing adversity without fear and without doubt. You cannot have fear and doubt to work in magic and miracles. You must have faith and belief. You must know who you are. It's your birthright as a child of God to live in your good. Don't doubt it. Don't fear about it. Just realize that's what you are. You are a child of God. You are meant to live in health, in life, in peace. As I told you, hold these mantras, hold these truths. Don't let the lie and fear come in. Hold the truth in your mind, and then there's no room for the lie and the fear and the doubts. Say, I am health. I am life. I am at peace. I'm a powerful creator. All my dreams and desires will come true. I'm putting my trust in good spirit. I am a powerful, powerful creator. I am free. And anything I set my mind to, I will accomplish. And when you take on that mindset, things start to happen quickly. Number 3, reason. A basis or a cause for a belief. The highest truth. Asha, you must have a reason to work in magic and miracles. You cannot lie to yourself. You cannot fool the power. It must be a complete belief. What you believe in is what's coming to you. If you are in fear and doubt and worry, those things you are fearing and doubting and worrying about, that's what's coming to you. Because that's what you truly believe. That's why you're fearing. But when you're holding this reason that I am a child of God, it's my birthright to live in my good, and you hold that, that's what's coming to you. You have to have a reason to believe. Your reason is you are created in the image of God. Inside you is that divine spark. Is you cut away, like we're talking about, that sin and that error out of your life. That's no longer who you are. Your past does not define you. I love that saying. If you haven't seen me for a year, let me reintroduce myself, because you are a changed person, a new creature. You have the mind of Christ, that I am one with good spirit. I am one with love, peace, joy, power, and freedom. I am a powerful, powerful creator. And then source. This is so important. You need a usable source of power. We choose good spirit. There's 2 energies in the world. There's good energy and there's evil energy. There's love or there's hate. You can work out of any of these energies. You see a lot of people working with hate and fear, and they can make a lot of money. They can sell a lot of prescription drugs. They can put together armies that'll go in and hate, wipe out other villages and nations because they're using fear and hate. And it is a usable source of power, but you will never live in your good, your God. You can have all the power, all the fame, all the money, and be living in an absolute hell, never able to enjoy it. And those are the people that we're always so amazed by. They have money, they have the beautiful spouse, they have fame, and they go and commit suicide, because that's a bad place to be when you got everything that you thought would make you happy and you're not happy. You can only be happy by living in good energy, God and good, the same thing. That is working in Magi magic. You hold these high ideas and you keep these mantras of truth and you say that magic spell and magic happens. I love you guys. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow.